talented, when he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Trying to pound their way in. And it kangaroos his way.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Slams it ahead. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. It's a running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on 1st down. Buys a little time. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down and 5. They'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Smashes through the tackle. They've got him before he gets the 1st down marker, and the screen does not deliver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Caught in the backfield. It's Hemby. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Working that left side. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's got the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. It's a draw. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. To the air, it's Jennings. Looking for space to the left. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid...
Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Barges ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. Hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Tight end finds a soft spot. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. This time he's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field. Your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Powers through the defender. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To throw, it's Jennings. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Gets it away off his back foot. Makes the grab on the right. Breaks into the open. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period and will carry that one into the 4th. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, SMU! The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Trying to run it in. And the decision to go for 2 pays off as he walks into the end zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. Right on the money. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get 1st downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his tight end. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 35. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now, if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Good timing on the quick out. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Going the other way, and he's got room.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Well, they're able to hit the corner route. As a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten him, more like an out route to the sideline. These two guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Caught over the middle, it's Knight. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Can't White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would... Touchdown Mustangs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting, and they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, Dave, and that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took it. Shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The quick out. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Going over the top. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over and absolutely